To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
Hey guys, what's going on? So yeah, it's been a while, a bit of a time since I've been on YouTube, and yeah, we all know how that turned out last time I said I was going to try it. It's been 2 years now. Basically, you know, I decided to move to Japan because I wasn't in a good position in England. Like financially, I was struggling a little bit. I also found that my stress was really high, and it just wasn't getting any better. And you know, sometimes I think you've got to make that conscious decision to figure out, okay, well, I need to change it, because the way I'm going right now, I'm just spiraling, you know. And I've been really wanting to do bodybuilding, like compete for the first time for years, and I always put it off. Never thought I was good enough, I was ready. And then last year I made the decision, well, enough is enough, you know, I need to reach out to someone, I need to reach out to a coach. So I reached out to one of the best in the game, AJ Morris, who's one of the best natural bodybuilding coaches there is. And I thought to myself, if I'm going to give this a shot, I really want to get someone on board who is going to be, you know, at the top. So, you know, there's no turning back. And I've been with AJ for almost over a year now, and he's been really pulling the strings. So I'm really excited and blessed to have him in my corner. It hasn't obviously been as super as efficient as I would like. I mean, I work an American job in the Eastern time zone. Work in the Eastern time zone, I operate differently to anyone else, you know, who's probably here, wakes up at like, you know, 6, 7 and goes to work at 9 and a 9 to 5. Or, you know, some people do 16-hour days here. Japan is absolutely mental. First of all, we are going to eat my first meal. And honestly, like a lot of bodybuilders, right, you know, they'll have about 5 or 6 meals sometimes in their growing phase. For me, personally, I can't eat that many meals in the time that I have, because I have very limited time in the day. So I usually eat about 4 to 5, like 4 meals, which are pretty solid. Pretty much. So 93. Maybe one angel. Hey, angel. Yes, boy number 2, he's asleep on our bed. Marquis. Here is the little potato. Mochi, my little mochi boy. We have made it to the gym, so yeah, we're gonna get after it. So it's an upper day. Just going to talk you through what I've got with me. So I've got basically an intra workout here, carbs, that I will sit through the session. If you guys go into sessions and you just feel like you are really kind of feeling hungry, especially when you're trying to go into a growing phase, this would just really help with that, and just keep you full, and obviously keep you operating as efficient as possible. For some fast acting carbs, I've gone for like a banana cake here, but I'm only going to eat half, and that's basically got 8 grams of fat in it, and it's going to have about 30 grams of carbs. And then I don't normally drink this, you know, in all honesty. I don't like Monsters or energy drinks, but today's a big session, we're filming, so I thought why not. And I have to be up quite a lot of the night today, so I'm going to have probably half of this just to get some caffeine in me. And then obviously I've got my water, just to stay hydrated. So my first exercise, honestly, is a lateral movement, because before I go into like a shoulder press, this exercise won't take away my actual fatigue, because I'm working basically the short range of the medial delt, you know. And when it goes into the actual pressing, that doesn't really impact it. So for me, it's great because first of all, I can get more synovial fluid into my shoulders, synovial fluid into my joint. So I'm more lubricated because, you know, I'm reaching 30, and we've all been there. But the other reason as well is it protects me from injury, and also I can build more of a connection with my shoulders. My shoulder is one of my strongest points, and this is something I've done in the last 2-3 years. It's just always started off with like a lateral movement before press, because you're also stronger. I think a lot of people do lateral movements at the end of their workouts when they're the weakest, and if you really want that kind of width to your physique, I think, you know, give this a go. Obviously try and utilize them at the very beginning, you know. Yeah, feels good, and I can already feel like just doing a few of them that my shoulders are clicking, so yeah, already like my shoulders warming up. All right guys, going into my top set here. Now this is the big one. This is the one where you've got to really lock in. I really want to make gains. I got, I think 7 reps on this last time, so I've got to try and beat 7. I've got to beat 7. It's non-negotiable. You know, that's how you've got to think when you come into these sets. Still die. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Yep, come on. Oh. Yeah, come on. Oh, we've got 9. That's what we're talking about. +2. Then. Oh, man. See, every exercise is like this, you know, it's not always my big lifts. Even just my lateral raise, what I beat last week. Come on. Oh, 1. Oh. 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 Come on. Yeah. 14. Fucking hell. What a set. Hey guys, I'm an idiot. I didn't even have my mic on for the last 2 warm-ups. But as I was saying, so this is my last warm-up before I go into probably my main set, you know. Just take your time with the warm-ups, because honestly, you know, you don't want to rush them. You want to make sure you have enough energy. And the one thing I'd say is, you know, the cool thing about working out at this time in this gym is it's quiet, it's dead. Not to say, you know, I'm taking the piss or I'm sat on my phone or anything, but just like take 2 to 3 minutes or so where I can really recover and also go. With the warm-ups, you know, just take your time with it. Just really feel the exercise out, and that's what's really going to get you to that, build that connection, and obviously get really good at the lift. Last warm-up, 4 plays. Oh. Alright guys, this is where, you know, I have to really lock in. This is where I have to really lock in, you know, and ask myself, how much do I want to progress? Because it's going to be a tough set. You know, the warm-ups compared to last week, I think I felt a bit heavier. But if you already go into that mindset, you're going to lose. So you've got to really override that mindset and believe that this is going to move, because it will. There's no reason why it hasn't. I've been executing everything else. There's no reason why this wouldn't move. And do what you need to do to get into that zone, because this is a very important set for progress. So, come on. Oh. Oh.
That's a good set, man. Next exercise, and it's a low incline dumbbell press. So yeah, another heavy exercise, and just gotta go out, get after it, you know. These are the sets that count. This way, it's just another stepping stone to getting to where I want to be. Honestly, guys, for me it's heavy, especially because I'm not using any sleeves, wraps or straps. So that's the PR at this body weight, but also where I'm actually moving the weight with my chest, not just trying to get it up. But to be honest, it probably was still a little bit too heavy. Like an ideal set where I could really get the most out of it, it's probably 50s, which will be my second set now. You'll watch the difference, like the range of motion, the control. Man, all right, I'm gonna be honest, the sets that really count are the sets that you're almost scared of. Like you've got to almost fear that set, you know, a few days prior to that workout, and on the day of that workout I'm nervous, you know, like and I'm just kind of really thinking about that set, because if you want to make progress, they're the sets that really count, and you've got to almost fear them, you know. Just like anything in life, you've got to be out of your comfort zone, and that's why I love gym so much, is it takes you to those places that you've got to adapt, and obviously the people that can adapt are the people that can grow. So not just physically but mentally as well, right? It builds that armour, that fortitude that you can apply to a lot of different aspects into your life. When I'm doing this exercise, I'm trying not to lift my chest off the pad, because I see a lot of people, and I used to do this myself as well, to be fair, is when it gets heavier, throw it like this, and then you're pretty much just not getting the benefit out of the exercise, which is making your upper back actually work for it. So, I mean, when you get heavier, sometimes you'll notice your chest will slightly come up, but that should be coming towards the end of the set, not at the beginning, otherwise that's too heavy. It's not too bad. I think we can do 5 if we want it. It's there. Come on. Tractor scapula. I went to the chiropractor and he said to me, you need to obviously make sure your scapula is retracted before you do any kind of exercise, obviously, but with pulling, it's so important. So if we're not in that position, you'll find that you're pulling from your arms. So retract your scapula, and then obviously pull from your back. Start the actual movement from your back rather than your arms. Right guys, so we have made it home and yeah, that's going to pretty much summarize the video. So a little bit of a abrupt end there, but basically I just had my last few meals and I'm ready to honestly hit the sack. So I do appreciate everyone who's tuned in and obviously watched the video. And obviously I'm going to get more and more comfortable working in front of the camera, but anything that you guys want to see, just let me know, especially living in Japan. I'll be more than happy to try and cater towards that. But yeah, this is episode 1. It's a big journey ahead, and let's get it. So on to the next one. I appreciate you.